You know, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's no way that Vladimir Putin knew that Donald Trump was going to win, for the simple reason that no one knew or thought that Donald Trump was going to win. He was spying on the Democrats as a way of undermining what he thought would be the next president of the United States, right? I mean, that is what he was doing. So the entire story is just the fact that it's getting, you know, look, I'm not saying it shouldn't be investigated. The Russian meddling with the DNC shouldn't be investigated. Yes, it should. But it's not a big story. I mean, this idea that it's collusion, that it's spying, it's a wholly Democrat made and manufactured scandal. And the press works for them. And they work for them. So finally, Trump, who, let's face it, has the impulse control of a 6-year-old, and that's kind of an insult to 6-year-olds, he's finally had it. And Trump's response to this is all the time is, I'm a Russian spy. No, you're a Russian spy. You know, he has nothing. So he sends out these tweets. So here are his tweets, okay? This is Saturday morning. Terrible. Just found out that Obama had my wires tapped in Trump Tower just before the victory. Nothing found. This is McCarthyism. Just out. The same Russian ambassador that met Jeff Sessions visited the Obama White House 22 times and 4 times last year alone. Is it legal for a sitting president to be wiretapping a race for president prior to an election? Turned down by court earlier, a new low. I'd bet a good lawyer would make a great case out of the fact that President Obama was tapping my phones in October just prior to the election. And this one was the big one. How low has President Obama gone to tap my phones during the very sacred election process? This is Nixon/Watergate, bad or sick guy. And here is my favorite of all of them. Arnold Schwarzenegger isn't voluntarily leaving The Apprentice. He was fired by his bad, pathetic ratings, not by me. Sad end to a great show. I just like, for Trump, there is absolutely no difference between accusing the former president of tapping his phone and that rotten Arnold Schwarzenegger. He ruined my Apprentice show. All right, so this is how this comes out, right? And Obama's spokesman, Kevin Lewis, puts out this statement, all right? A cardinal rule of the Obama administration was that no White House official ever interfered with any independent investigation led by the Department of Justice. As part of that practice, neither President Obama nor any White House official ever ordered surveillance on any U.S. citizen. Any suggestion otherwise is simply false. Now, if you listen to that carefully, it is a non-denial denial. First of all, the Obama administration never had to tell the people in the Justice Department who were Chicago Democrat hacks, never had to tell them to do anything. The meddlesome priest rule was in effect. You know, the meddlesome, they all knew what Obama wanted done, and they got it done. So he didn't. But did he know that they did it? Of course he knew. Of course he knew if they were tapping the phone. So that's the first thing. Also, just while we're talking about it, just so we know who we're dealing with, President Obama, you know, also said he never heard Jeremiah Wright make anti-American statements during 20 years at his church. The terrorist Bill Ayers was just a guy in the neighborhood rather than a political ally. The use of chemical weapons would be a red line in Syria. I never drew a red line in Syria. There's not a smidgen of corruption in the IRS. If you like your plan, you keep your plan. Benghazi was caused by a video. The guy's a liar. The guy lies, and he lies at the drop of a hat. Trump, who is a BS artist of the first water, who exaggerates everything and grabs onto stories without really examining the truth of them, he's Honest Abe next to Obama, you know. I mean, like, look, I wouldn't put any of them on my big, you know, great tellers of truth charts, but like, you know, compared to Obama, the things that Trump does are nothing. Okay, let's take a look at CNN's headlines on this story, right? So we've got a non-denial from Obama. We've got weeks of unsubstantiated Russian nonsense. Okay, here's how CNN reports the Obama story. Trump falsely accuses Obama of wiretapping him. What's the other one? Trump's baseless wiretaps claim. I mean, you know, they don't even. It's like there's no CNN's baseless Russian claims. There's no, you know, CNN falsely attack. Just before we cut away from Facebook and YouTube, I have to play, you know, CNN is just completely on Obama's side, just going to completely sell the Obama news. Mika Brzezinski on Morning Joe is crying about it. You got to play this. This is unbelievable.
When you are out speaking for President Trump, I would urge you not laugh at yourself, because this is not funny. This is really bad. Just for the record, we're all really nervous. So if people out there feel nervous, we do too. We don't think this is funny.
journalists are crying. The journalists are crying. Donald Trump hurt the journalists and are crying. We got to cut We got to cut away from Facebook and YouTube. I can't make this stuff up. Come on over to thedailywire.com and hear the rest of the show.